this afternoon. And so I just had a chance just to eat something real quick and just going to jump into duos real quick. We're going to spectate these guys. We're going to drop in, splat the ground, bounce out of gulag on our own, killed, and then spectating duos. See what's happening with these guys. The reason why I'm doing duos is earlier this morning we were watching trios. We were spectating them. And lo and behold, they always seem to be down one guy. So that got me thinking, hey, heads up. Maybe we should do some duos instead. Maybe there's some duos out there that are just crushing it, that are just, you know, taking other squads out like no problem, because it's always 2-on-2. So we're going to check that out right now, see what's going on in the duos world, see what's happening this Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Glad you're here. Glad you're online with us. And we're super pumped that you're along for the ride. And we're just going to update the stream here on YouTube real quick. And we did get a couple of followers on YouTube. So thanks to those guys for coming along and checking out the stream. It's super, super exciting to have people along on the stream checking it out. Hopefully they're enjoying themselves. Hopefully they're learning something, whether it's what to do and what not to do. We're super pumped that they're along, and yeah, just checking it out. So let's see here. All right, so the pregame is over with. That's awesome. And what we're going to do here is, so for those that might be new to the stream, we're going to drop in, we're going to kill ourselves, and then we're going to go to the gulag, and we'll also kill ourselves there as well. And the whole idea about this is that we're going to spectate a random squad and not someone that has killed us. So I know for you, those of you that have been on the stream before, that might seem a little redundant. But yeah, it's all good, man. What's up? Looks like FTP is in the house. How's it going this Friday? You were on the stream earlier with us, and I appreciate you stopping by again. We're going to do a quick duos here, then over our lunch break here, then we'll be back to work, unfortunately. But we don't mind our work. We actually love our work. We're going to just take a break, though, and then tonight we'll probably be looking for more extended gameplay. But I just wanted to jump on here at lunch, having the trios earlier and seeing a lot of the guys in trios, always being down as squad mate, really just wanted me to follow up and see what's going on with trios, or duos, I should say, from trios. So let's give it a watch. Let's see what's going on. Let's see who's out there today, mixing it up, getting their game on. And let's see if I can kill myself here. Semtac. Stun. Okay, so he's on the flag. Cool. He has not splatted us with anything, so we should be good to go. Excellent. All right, so we're already in here. We're spectating. Looks like two guys that are in storage. They're still looting up. They haven't got full plates yet, and they're moving around. Let's see what's going on around storage here. So they have a most wanted nearby. That's at dealership just near Superstore. These guys are looting up. Look to be pretty active. Level 54, so they're a little bit newer player. That's okay, though. We always encourage newer players to jump in, to join in, and to get gaming. And what's to say that maybe they just have a newer account and maybe they've been a Call of Duty player for a while now. Maybe they're just getting warmed up to Warzone. I've seen that actually. Like last week, I think it was last week, Thursday, looked like a very low level player, but he was actually very good. So I would put it at one of two things. Either he got a new account or he's a Call of Duty player and he decided to give Warzone a try. And he was actually crushing it. He was going around really good. I know a while ago I built a second account as a loaner account for friends that want to check out the game but don't want to start from the ground level. And that was a reason for me to have a beginner's account, even though I've been playing Warzone since last April. So let's see here. So they're moving around pretty good. They've got some decent loadout, some decent weapons going on. I mean, decent meaning like these are uncommon weapons that are on ground loot, but they have like they're loaded up. They are they've got like a sniper rifle. They've got a machine gun or submachine gun of some kind. So they got their game going on. They're doing a good job checking their corners as well. They're checking doorways, they're checking windows, they're checking where they've been. Just seeing if anyone is following up behind them, picking up loot in that might be stalking them. I wouldn't doubt like man, honestly, I would see if they would go and grab that bounty and look to push somebody. Oh, looks like someone might be over at the gas station is where they're looking. So it looks like they might go and follow that up. And that's actually not a bad move. Going to push the gas station, I would say it's pretty equal territory. Oh, they caught him peeping at the end of Storage Town here. This is a pretty level playing field. He's got him off cocktail. He just gave up a Semtac that was on the ground loot there. Oh, we're hearing some fighting over here. Oh, he's nice. He's flanked him as his buddy goes to take him on full on. And he seemed like that guy was a solo, or unless his buddy is somewhere else. So nice encounter for them. They thirsted him. No damage on their part. And they're able to load up and get full plates. Looks like they picked up a few different weapons here. Maybe a Milano. And that guy didn't loot gas station. So there's some loot here. So they are getting, they do have a bounty on them. And that person is within 150 meters of them, but not within 50 meters. That's what the orange is. Is it 50 or 75 meters when it turns red? I want to say 50, but it might be 75. Oh, so they are being pushed. This is another duo squad here. They're not. Oh, he got knocked. I was going to say they're not doing a good job on landing their shots. He missed them a couple times there, which would have been a great shot to hit him on the. Oh, thanks, FTB. Can't hear the game volume for some reason. Thank you so much for that tip. Let me go check the advanced properties here and make sure that is enabled. All right, looks like that is hopefully taken care of. Oh, wait. Oh. There we go. All right. Hopefully that should have fixed it. But now I hear myself echoing. Oh, no. There's something, something has changed. Let me monitor off. All right, hopefully you have game audio there. It sounds that way. Turning it down a little bit. Let me know if that's better. Thanks, FTP, for the heads up. Appreciate you calling that out. Yeah, I glanced at the audio settings before, and I wonder if I accidentally hit something. Oh, great. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thanks for chiming in, too, and doing that. All we want is the best experience for you guys watching. So I'm actually kind of intrigued. We ran into a pretty good squad here. Even though they lost a player, they're able to defend, loot up, and get some money. Defended themselves against that squad. I was sorry, I was a little distracted fixing the audio there, so I didn't catch all the gameplay, but it looks like he has killed somebody, and he's going to go buy back his second player. So now he's got 3 kills, and the first zone hasn't closed yet. So I'm liking this group where they're going. if they keep on this path, say they get 2 or 3 kills every zone, they should have a 10 to 15 kill game. I doubt that will happen though, just depending on rotation and where they go in the rotation. Nope. I was hearing some audio come through and crackling. Depending on the game and how they rotate in the game, depends on what their stakes are in running across other players. Sorry. So right now, though, they seem to be doing a pretty good job. The orange player in this squad has jumped back and came back in. It looks like he's looting a little bit. He's still back towards gas station. He's going to run across the other guy's loot here. I would tell him, tell Blue, unless Blue's going to go pick him up in the Bertha, don't get too far from your teammate, especially when he came back from the gulag. If he runs into anybody, he's going to need assistance. I would spot those plates for him as well. Looks like he's going to be a good bud and go pick him up. That's awesome. The only thing is, as much as I love Bertha and also Bertha in squads, but you got to be careful that your guys are exposed. So if you do run into somebody, don't just drive past them. Try to drive at an angle that still kind of protects your guys. Yeah, so you can't drive through there. They're going here like there's a buy station. There's not a buy station here. I think he just got frustrated with how he's kind of stuck the Bertha was. And it wasn't really that bad. So he picked up Semtech. Nope, went back to AT mine. I like Semtech better. Unless you plan on staking out an area. Oh, so he did activate the Semtech. So if someone is behind them and runs through there, it will activate and they'll know someone's following them. Not a bad move on their part. Actually, I've done that a lot recently. Oh, they got a new guy back in from the gulag. He just landed here. Now, as soon as they break this glass, they're going to know they're here. Oh, wow. No, this guy jumped off a rooftop. He's equipped. Where did he must have jumped from the nearby apartment building. So they saved the revive. That's a great move to save the revive. And now they got a bunch of free new loot here. And Orange is going to be able to loot up pretty well here because he just came back from the gulag just a minute ago. Don't. I was going to say, why did you just stop and stand in the middle of the road? That was like so vulnerable. Looks like he's dropping some ammo. His buddy is probably saying, hey man, I've got a great gun, but I need some more ammo. It's like, yeah, I got a little bit. I'll give you. And that's a good idea too, is always look to see and ask your squad how they're doing. They need ammo. Do they have things? So this guy is actually picking up every AT mine, every claymore, and activating it. I've been doing that lately as well too. Especially when I see someone's loadout, like that guy's loadout back there. I would have, if there was a claymore or AT mine, I would have left that in there. It's amazing to know and see, like when those guys come back, a lot of times they go back to their loadout because obviously you've moved on probably, and they want to get their weapons back as fast as possible. So they actually go and land back there. And I've actually, I had one instance where I had an AT mine there and I downed the guy. Other times it had gone off, but I didn't down them. Probably more or less just injured them and they moved on. They lost their 2 plates for coming back from gulag. Looks like they might attempt going on another Bertha here. Let's see how far away they are. Okay, so they're just at the ridge at hospitals all the farther they need to go. The zone is creeping up on them. It is pretty quiet around them. Other than that one player, I have not heard any firefights, and I have not heard any other players. So Blue's getting a little impatient with the orange here. It's like, come on, dude, hurry up. I want to get over there. I got to catch a Starbucks before this whole thing wraps up. And that's it. That's it too. Is All right. So I do hear some gunfight over on the left here of the ridge, and that's one of the disadvantages is coming in with Bertha like that. One, you might not hear everybody in their gun battles, and two, if you're not actively looking around the Bertha, you could be missing opportunities. And it looked like he wasn't actively looking around the Bertha. Rather, he was just tunnel vision driving straight to the... Wow, and there's a ton of plates in here. To hospital to get within zone. He is checking his rooftops here, which is good. I like this. That's just a sign of a more of a seasoned player. I mean, look at him. He's a 17. I'm guessing this guy's a new account. He's moving around pretty good, but a level 17. Oh, and I got to be careful. So I know on some things they reset. But this guy seems like he knows what he's doing. I don't know if the if I'm seeing his leveling or what accurately. Dub. Yeah. Let's. I mean, honestly, there are 28 squads. Well, that is the third zone is going to close. They're being challenged here by it seems like a pretty decent squad. The squad is just keeping the corner. Oh, doubled up on them, and then they tapped them out. That squad is done and done. And we're dropping with these guys. It looks like they're pretty much a little more sweaty. They looks like they have matching outfits. They also knew to peep the top of the stairs and not just run. 8 kills. I would categorize these guys as a little sweaty. These guys are out looking for the dub. They're looking for the kills. And they're looking to rotate fast and catch other people off guard. I like this. He's looking up as he's running. They obviously see these guys up there. They're looking to challenge, but now by doing that, they lost the element of surprise. And so they can't go and use the zip line any longer because they're going to anticipate that. Also, the people are going to anticipate the elevator. So they probably were better off not shooting at the guy because he also, too, was near the top of the zip line. Okay, so they're going to go and try the other zip line opposite side. That might not be such a bad idea. Nope, they're not going to take it. So what'd they buy there? They bought a UAV. There it is. They just activated it. Orange bought it. FTP. Kapow! All right, fine. I'll say every meme. If it has a if I can say it, I'll say it. Whatever you post in the chat. Just for fun. It's Fun Friday, right? Now you're probably going to go remix on me and play everything there is. Oh, let's see here. So I like the way these guys are moving. They're sticking together. That is crucial in squads. So many times I've seen squads get split up, and whenever they get split up, that's usually a sign of a weak squad, and we see them go down and get knocked fairly quickly. Oh, wow. He ended up getting a headshot on that guy. 1 shot, 1 kill. His first shot looked like it missed. But the second one scoring. And, yeah, so the zone is closing right now. But they're moving pretty well. I wish he would have looked a little bit more underneath that bridge. You never know when someone could be on the backside of the bridge, especially down in the canal, especially as you see moving. Man, there's just bodies are coming across all over the place. Obviously, these guys went to loadout or to the buy station, and they got ambushed. Lots of satchels there. Man, a lot of great loot I'm seeing in this game. It really inspires me to maybe even try to. It's like, I'm just surprised at all the loot I'm seeing. And there's seems to be a plethora of plates everywhere. Unlike solos, man. Solos, I went through a whole first zone recently and didn't even find a plate. It wasn't until the end of I think the end of closing of zone 1 that I actually find a plate, and I only found 1. So I guess it all depends on where you land and the timing of things. But these guys have moved from basically Storage Town over to downtown, and along the way I've seen a plethora of plates everywhere. Actually, you know what? I forgot. The squad changed. So this squad actually has probably been near hospital. Oh, there you go. Dub kapow. What's this one? Mom? Built. Goal. Raid. Well played. Yeah, nay. Nom. Tours. Sugar. I've heard of one recently. I haven't seen it on a meme. Maybe it's out there. Slappin'. That one I think is just kind of funny. For some reason, slappin' sounds funny, but it also sounds like it could catch on down the road with other players and people saying slappin'. That be slappin'. Sounds pretty fun. Well, thanks again for stopping by. We are watching duos. We are actually watching a pretty good duos here right now. We picked them up. This is our, I believe, yeah, this is our second squad. During the game, our first squad got wiped by this squad. And this squad is wearing matching outfits. I don't believe they have matching blueprints, though. And they are very active. They are peeping pretty well. They're looking around, and they know their environment pretty much. They're actively buying UAVs and gathering loot, and also chasing down... well, they're chasing down their bounty right now, but they also spotted some guys before, and they are chasing them down as well. But they are smart about it. They won't put themselves in precarious situations, at least none that we've seen yet. Number one! Andrew in the house. There you go. Hey, man, hope you're doing great and that your work week's come to a wrap. I know you were busy, and yeah, hopefully you're able to enjoy Friday and the weekend. We're just going to do probably 2 duos matches spectating here. That I got to get back to work. I'm doing a lunch break here. And I got some things that I got to get out this afternoon. But, man, just feeling in a Warzone Friday. Just in a Warzone mood. I'm definitely going to be online tonight jamming and gaming. I'm looking to do probably 60-minute sessions at a time. The wife's asked to do some things for dinner and other things. And so, oh, look at that. They're cracking him. A guy almost got nicked by the helicopter. And another squad came from behind him, is pushing him. Tapped the one guy out. The other teammate got revived. And takes him out. What? This is insane. This is crazy. Lots of action going on here. Man, there's a pinch zone here on the edge of downtown as they transition over to port. Guys hiding out in corners, coming up from behind. Oh, wow. Guy up top takes him out. There is a ton of gameplay going on here. A very sweaty lobby, I would say. 11 kills this guy has. Amazing. He goes in, picks up cash. $15,000. He can easily buy his buddy back. And his buddy is pinging, hey, man, there's a buy station nearby. Please buy me back. But he does have to be careful. He is vulnerable to this canal here as he goes to cross port. But he looks like he is going to go for the buy station. He has enough money to do a buy his buddy back and also get a loadout. Although I believe there is another free loadout coming here shortly. So he may not have to do that. Actually, it just dropped. Their free one dropped. I honestly almost would still buy it just because there's probably other ones nearby. And I would go and buy a loadout for my buddy coming back from Gulag and make sure he's in a safe place. So it looks like he bought a... I know he bought a Precision. Looks like he bought a Revive as well. Good call. Now what I would do is go and meet up with my teammate, drop him the cash, and get him a Revive as well. After Revive, especially as the zone's getting tighter here, I would be working to get gas masks. This guy, oh, I was going to say, he wasn't peeping the vehicle coming in. 12 kills this guy has, then he gets tapped down. He can't make it through the barricade there. He's taking his chance at getting back right here in front of the port. Looks like his buddy is up top and is covering him, saying, hey, you're okay to revive there. Don't worry about it. Keep that guy out. 12 kills. These guys are sweating it. They're on top of it. They're hearing guys drop in from the cranes above. For some reason, he didn't follow that guy down to the ground. Not sure why or what's happening there. Maybe he wanted to focus on something else, or maybe he just didn't see him like we did. I would tighten up the squad a little bit. Nice. Kills him as well. He is using AMAX. AMAX is my go-to weapon as well right now, just for that reason alone right there. It has knockdown power. Now, the TTK isn't quite as fast as, say, the AUG or the FFAR. However, when you land those shots, if you're good aim, it kills. And I think JGod actually just voted the AMAX as the #1 gun, with the AUG and FFAR being 2 and 3. But he liked the AMAX just like I said. He liked it because if you're accurate, you can get the knockdown. It has knockdown power, but it doesn't have the speed of rounds the FFAR and AUG have. Those have faster abilities. So if you're not as accurate, those two guns are going to be more forgiving. The AMAX, if you are accurate, is going to be more your flow. All right, so these guys, man, I want to see what his buddy has. So I'm going to switch to his buddy. 12 and 14 kills these guys have. They have 26 kills behind. Now 27 kills combined between these two. This is a really good duo squad. I'm guessing these are good buds that do it a lot. They're taking turns rotating forward and backwards. Look at that. He wasn't stressed. He lay down early, but he still crawled to the barrier in plenty of time to get new plates. And now they're taking turns loading and reloading and pressuring this guy up here on top of the building. They do a precision. Good call, especially from this angle. They should be able to splash inside that upper doorway there. 7 squads left, 10 people. We've got a couple of solos out there. As this next zone goes to close and it's more out in the open, it's critical to have some cover here if you can find it. This fencing is actually not too bad of covering. I believe if they know where you are, they probably could shoot through it. But obviously the accuracy is way down because they can't see through it. Nice. So he sees them, hits the side of the building a little bit, presses them back into the gas as the gas is closing. They're plating up. They're getting low on plates, though, so they need to run up. They need to kill somebody and then grab them and steal their plates. Man, I honestly, I'm really liking duos right now. Maybe we just got lucky with this squad, but duos seems to be a fairly sweaty lobby here. It started off a little bit slow, not too bad, though. And then now it's been pretty constant, especially the last 2 squads here. Oh, we got a guy with a ballistic shield. Now, ballistic shield, Semtac, stun, shoot at his feet. There we go. They got him knocked, got him down. Good call. They need to run over. Well, they can't run over there without getting themselves away, but they got to be looking to get a few more plates as they're ripping through them in the open here. Oh, man. We just saw the winners on duos close the gap. These guys were hot. Dang. They crushed it. They had over, I would say, over 30 kills there at the end. Truly well played. Yeah, these guys were awesome. I wish we could follow him into the next game, but I know since we're actually just spectating and we were a player in the game ourselves, we have to join another game, and I'm guessing we will not find them. But if we do, man, awesome. All right, so we'll play another one, and then I got to get back to work. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Let me know how the quality is. Is my volume too high? Is the gameplay volume too high or low? Let me know. I want to know and be able to adjust and make sure that the stream is just right for you guys watching. But man, that was truly some good gameplay there. I really like their movement. I like their alternating movement, reloading, reloading, taking turns, peeping corners, and kind of leapfrogging each other a little bit. If you watch them as they're going around moving, they're kind of like a leapfrog pattern where one would kind of wait, maybe reload, and the other one would move around. Seemed to be pretty well good gameplay there. They had a few awkward positions in port there just as they entered underneath the crane, I thought. But honestly, I couldn't have done any better. Those guys crushed it. They looked awesome. Really enjoyed spectating those guys. Hopefully it continues. Let's spectate another one and see if we can't get another awesome squad to follow here. Well, let's jump over to, I'm going to check real quickly our YouTube stream. That's right. We are on YouTube. That is our latest project on Warzone World, is streaming on YouTube and seeing what's going on. We'll check the real-time analytics over there. And yeah, looks like we have people popping on and off on our YouTube stream. We do have one watching now, so appreciate you stopping by on YouTube. How you doing? We're also on Twitch TV, but YouTube is awesome as well. We're looking to stream a lot more here. And just so you know, on YouTube, we are also monitoring the chat and conversation there too. So if you have a question, comment, suggestion, or tip, please drop it in the chat. We always follow up with that stuff and love to hear about new ideas. All right, so we do appreciate pre-match. For those that are just joining us, after pre-match, what we do is we jump in, we splatter ourselves out of the plane, and then we'll try to kill ourselves in Gulag as well. That gives us the opportunity to spectate a random squad. And then all we do is we give positive, encouraging feedback. And sometimes, I wouldn't say negative, but sometimes if they're doing stuff wrong, we call it out, but we call it out in a tactical gameplay manner. Try not to pick on anyone. But yeah, we're really just here to enjoy the game like you. And we're also here to learn things from players doing what they do in Warzone. So let's check it out. All right, so here we go. So interesting rotation here. It's a little slanted towards military base and dam. This is pretty neutral between dam and quarry. I really don't know where that's going to land. Maybe I would say military base, just because that's a little more centered. So normally I deploy my shoot, and then I deploy again, and I'm just going to go ahead and smack down on the river there. And while I'm doing this, what are you guys looking forward to the new season of Warzone coming up? One thing I'm kind of interested about is I've heard about the changing light and environment. So you might start a game at sunset and then it'll go into night, or it might be nighttime and then sunrise happens. Is that a feature you guys like, or you could live without and maybe just have it be daytime all the time on whatever map, whatever the map's going to be called? I'm not sure yet. All right, so here we go. What I noticed is last night and today, they're using fist in the Gulag. They're not using weapons. And I got stunned, just like last time. So I'll stun myself. What that does is hopefully deters this guy from coming over. So this is interesting to know. If you tuck in the corner here, I've done this twice now. They don't see you in the corner. He goes over to the flag, and then he taps out. We should get a random squad here. We should not follow him parachuting in. That's because he didn't challenge us in any way and didn't harm us with any of his weapons. And looks like that's the case. Looks like this team has lost one of his players already to Gulag. He's a level 16. And I had this before too. Sometimes I was getting what I thought was pretty accurate levels, but then once in a while I kept getting like these S18s. And I think, actually, Andrew, you pointed that out. It's like a prestige 18. It's actually just a way of kind of classifying them. Oh, looks like he's got a duos here. Oh, he took the one down. Then the other guy down. Wow. Great gameplay. Actually, for the 2-on-1 there, and also those guys splitting levels on him, to me would have been pretty intimidating. This guy handled it no problem. So, I mean, he left a few things back there. Thermite. He left a few other perks and things that he could add it to his loadout. That's one thing I noticed that I would like to see him grab, just for the ability, even if he doesn't like Thermite or use it, just to have something, especially if he gets cornered running low on ammo. You start flicking those things out, using them if you have them. If you don't have them, you can't use them, and therefore you might be setting yourself up to get caught, either caught without enough ammo or just pinned, especially if your squad mate is like parachuting back in like this guy. He did pick up a barrier, so that's good. I mean, there's tons of loot in here. Honestly, inside here, I don't know what you guys would think. Yeah, I was going to say, I'd pick up Dead Silence. I'd pick up Heartbeat Monitor. Tons of loadout stuff in here. Looks like there was a lot of people in here early on in the game. Picks up the stem. I would actually take the Heartbeat over stem. That's just me, though. Also, I'd look like the gas mask was back there. He passed that up. That's one thing yeah, the day light cycle. Yeah, light cycle would be awesome. I think. One, I don't know if I would like nighttime so much. I remember playing that in Battlefield 4. I know that's an older game. I still play it occasionally. But Battlefield 4 does have nighttime modes. That really makes you rely on the optics more. So optics become very, very popular. I don't necessarily agree with where this is placed. Oh my gosh, that guy almost got nailed by it too. There was a little bit actually seeing some of the quads and how they handle loadout. Now seeing people just throwing it straight out in the parking lot, it just seems like so rudimentary for them to do that. He still picks up the XM4. And I don't think that's a specialized build. It looked like it was just the uncommon build. He has a kilo. And an XM4. Okay. Yeah, but get that ammunition box. Why not? Grab it. Yeah, if you got nothing else in there. He's passing up an FFAR over a XM4. I would definitely take the FFAR over the XM4. Yeah, XM4 still has a pretty bizarre recoil pattern, at least in my opinion. I don't like the recoil pattern of the XM4. I have used the XM4 recently. I got some kills with it, but as soon as I could opt up for a FFAR, I did that. Yeah, night vision goggles with gas masks. I could see that actually being a thing. Like, you're onto something there. Also, too, I could see people building, you know, if they have loadouts and they have the light cycle going on, you're going to see a lot of people building with the night scopes, thermal scopes, IR scopes for the nighttime stuff a lot more. Obviously, you can still use IR scopes in daytime and thermal in daytime, but I think you'll see a heavy saturation of that, especially if there's nighttime. And then what would be interesting is, say, Zone 1, you start at daytime, but then by the time Zone 5, 6 comes around, you're entering the blue hour, the purple before the night, and then getting a totally different loadout with a totally different optics setup. Also, too, what does that do for your operator skin? Are you able to run around with the operator skin? You know, we're seeing a lot of guys getting these CDL skins that are white. You know, at night, is that as important? Or does that white reflect just as well? Who knows? The ATVs inside the police station. Oh, man. Actually, it's not a bad place to put it there. If you were gatekeeping the stairs, put the ATV on there. Might confuse somebody. Might be able to get that easy kill. Or perk that you can kind of see. Yeah, I mean, obviously, maybe something that might be there is the ability to add attachments to your operator's helmet. Wouldn't that be cool? Like, that would be an additional perk. So, like, maybe daytime, you have, like, a high visibility. So there's, like, yellow goggles you can wear, and it would make things, like, a little more vivid and contrasty. But at night, you also have a nighttime optic with the different operator helmets. And maybe you get an attachment for your helmet. Wouldn't that be cool? And that might be something that you would get with your loadout. So you might get a different helmet with a different type of optic on the helmet. Unless Rose skin glows up a bit. Yeah, I mean, that would be interesting. Oh! ATV does not beat Bertha. That was a bad move on their part. I'm not sure what they were doing there. They both got crushed on that. We're getting a new squad now. Never challenge a Bertha in a lesser vehicle than a Bertha. You will lose. I know this from being a Bertha operator myself, but I've also been on the other side of it where I've been a UTV, ATV, and just happily got nicked by it. They're looting that. They're totally looting, and they both got knocked. And the Jeep is almost disabled if they would have kept going. Oh, they did drop a cluster on them, but it was just a bit too late as they moved on already. All right, so it looks like, wow, they're not even close where the final zones are going to be. They're already creating a great conflict here at Airport. Honestly, I've been enjoying duos. This has been really exciting, really good stuff. What do you guys think about duos over quads? I think I'm a bit more of a fan of duos right now than quads. It just seems a lot more action. I could see too, though. I mean, if you use a thermal, whether it's goggles or scope, the rose skin doesn't matter, unless there's the ability to deteriorate the body warmth. Say it's a cold suit or something like that. Similar, you can get that stuff that doesn't reflect infrared. There's those operator skins out there that don't do that. It's almost like a reactive operator skin. To create something like that in a rose skin would be interesting. Oh wow, so he goes running up. That player was above him, but he didn't realize he was being peeped at from the roof. He's got the Krieg 6. These guys have 6 kills. See what his partner has. 2 kills. Not too bad. Now they're 7 and 2 on kills. Wouldn't necessarily call him sweaty yet, as we're zone 2. Actually, the 7 kill guy's a little bit sweaty. Oh, but he gets clipped here, as there's a duo squad in there waiting for him. And then his Krieg 6 gets picked up by this next guy. This next guy, that was his first kill. Let's see what his teammate has. So I'm guessing this squad was probably in here looting. And then all this ruckus started going down at airport, and they're just reacting to it. It doesn't seem like they are active, as they both only have 1 kill. So they're not as sweaty. And maybe that's just it. Maybe they like to get their engagements later on in the game versus earlier, because they just want to get into later zones, build up their confidence, build up their loadouts, and that's okay. I've certainly done that too. Look at that. They've just won a firefight here, so you know they could be better than what they're leading on to believe right now. It's still pretty early on in the game, so we do want to give them credit. They seem like they do have some moves here. We got a level 62. Which is good. What was his buddy? A level 63. So it does seem like these two guys hang, and they game pretty much about the same time, as they're pretty much the same level. And a similar gameplay. Interesting. So he was checking that way, his buddy was checking that way. That's some remnants there that these guys have played together more than once. Right now, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's just maybe chatting on his phone or something. He's standing in the middle of the room. Maybe he was listening. Yep, still seeing the Kilo come out. MP5, classic build. It's no longer the new meta, but it is very viable, especially if you're able to catch someone off guard. I really like the MP5. It's just not the gun for me. I can't react to the recoil, the hit rate. I'm not very good at the MP5. Even though I do like it. I think it's a cool looking gun. I think when you build it out, it's got a lot of potential. For me, I don't know what it is, the recoil pattern on the mouse, it just doesn't work for me. MP7 I had better luck with. The Krieg I've actually had some pretty good luck with. This specific one, which is floor loot actually right now. The Krieg is a good medium to semi-long range. I say semi because if you get into that 100-meter mark, it's kind of starts to lose its recoil pattern and start to miss. But I have got some great kills with it. Plus, it's got a nice little scope on top. How much guns do I have with gold on it? I think I've got a Mac 10 with a gold. I think just a Mac 10. My AMAX, I think, has some gold trim, but it's mostly black. But I'm not... I wouldn't say I have a lot with all gold. I do like them though. I have picked up players. Whoa, he just ran past a guy randomly out here. This one guy just took them both down. This squad, which seemed to be heating up, just got tapped out by this totally random squad at airport runway between 2 hangars at the bridge here. All right, so he does have a gulag, so we're following him into gulag. Sniper rifles in gulag. This should be interesting. I would opt out of the sniper rifle and go into pistol. Oh, sniped. All right, we'll be getting a new squad here. Actually, you know what? No. His buddy also has the gulag. You have M4 ground, MP5 in gold. Awesome. Yeah, honestly, I think So he did win his gulag here. The guy wasn't looking his way. The MAC-10, I think, was given to me on for owning Cold War. Because I don't play the MAC-10 that often. I mean, if you look at my stats, I'm like 12 or 15 kills with the MAC-10. I think the MAC-10 is a super cool gun, but again, it all comes down to what you feel, what goes well with your handling and your controlling. The MAC-10, that like gold trimmed imperial looking, like I think it was a blueprint that I just somehow earned or unlocked with something, and it wasn't because I got so many kills with it. But yeah, the M4 and the MP5, both great guns. Man, I used the M4 for quite a bit. I actually went out and bought the veteran blueprint and really liked that. And then they came out with a new veteran blueprint, and I gifted that to my brother because he is a veteran. All right, so they're grabbing the recon. What that does, one, if he goes and closes it, which is going to be at this bank up here, it'll give him a little bit more money to buy his buddy back. And then two, it would reveal the next zone to him, where that will be. But the zone's still pretty loose right now, so I don't really see that as a huge advantage. I would say later in the game is the bigger advantage. It's kind of breaking windows here. A lot of people can hear that. I'd be a little more careful right now. Just knowing, one, that you're bloating up from coming back from Gulag. So you may want to fly under the radar a little bit, be a little more stealth. It's getting really close to getting his friend back. Yeah, FTP, on your gold ones, answer me this, and maybe this is something obvious that I should know, but did you get a certain level, or did you get a certain number of kills to get your gold skin unlocked, or did you do something in game to get it unlocked? Because like I feel I know Warzone fairly well, but I also know there's things that I don't know. I'm not afraid to ask the question and figure that out. So someone is in the building with him. He has to be really careful here. So you see that? He started at the head and then went down to the feet for some reason. I don't know if he had a controller slip, but he actually was on a 2v1 here. Let's see what these guys are doing. No, there's challenges to unlock camos. Yeah, honestly, I don't go chasing those down. I do get a lot of my camos unlocked. I guess I just haven't unlocked enough of the gold ones. I do know sometimes, so there was the... what was it called? It was like a blue suitcase you would get. I forget what it's called right now. You would get those, and if you got that and go and did the challenge, then it would unlock other things for you as well. And a lot of times, since I was preoccupied with either solos or trios or something like that, I would get those, and I would not do them. I was like, I'm not worried about getting it unlocked right now. I'm worried about trying to, get top 10. And so I would leave those behind. And later it was funny, one time I rotated around and someone else picked it up and went off and did it. They were stoked. So there's a guy to the right, guy in front, and also a guy to the left here is what I was seeing. He's focusing on the guy in the front. I would focus on the guy to the right. Oh, actually, that might be his teammate shooting. So they do have a squad pinned a little bit. They're kind of gatekeeping a little bit. I don't know what that 360 move was there. Sometimes people, they must have just hit their controller or something oddly, it's funny. I see the 360 accidental move more often than you think. So they do have some pretty good money. They should combine, and he's got an M4A1 and MP5. Both look pretty standard, no sights. If they built them, they're pretty basic builds. Oh, he does have an optic on there. And it's strange, too, that he's going with a little bit older meta. I mean, an M4A1 is, I think, still a pretty accurate gun. Medium touching into long range, depending on what attachments you have. Obviously, there are better builds right now. I don't think these guys know this valley too well. This is actually very hard to climb. You have to get just the right footing. Oh, he did. His buddy has not. He was going to help him out there. Okay, he did figure it out as well. Sometimes you get in these little niches and you can't get it. Warzone, if you need multiplayer for some of them. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you do need to be in multiplayer mode to get them unlocked. Some of them, you said. Totally agree with that. Yeah, there's different things. I've got some really crazy ones. I've got like this bright red one, and I don't know, a lot of these different blueprints or skins for guns. So he's telling them to get behind barrier. So I think what they're looking to do is just gatekeep this, these two roads coming into this. I would call this like a little banking district. But now they're leaving there. They abandoned it already. Super interesting. They spotted this guy in the window here of this other house. So this guy's got 3 kills and his buddy's got 0 kills. Level 29 and a level 35. Okay, so a little bit newer. So they're growing with the game. It's all right. He's like, hey man, give me your sniper rifle if you're not using it. I want to snipe this guy. So he knew enough how to drop his weapon, so that's cool. And good call too. You know, if you don't feel experienced enough, or your hit rate isn't good enough for the, he's telling them pick it back up now. With the sniper rifle, hand it off to someone that does have it. Hand it off to someone in your squad that is better with that. So that's actually a pretty good tip. So these guys seem to be growing pretty well as a squad together. They do have plenty of loot. One thing I would see is finish getting plates and then get revives. Please get revives. That can make your day if the timing and everything is right. So he broke the armor on the one guy. He's sticking with him. He's lost him in the bushes now. Has no shot. So the thing they have to be careful of is now when they rotate with gas, they got to be careful of those guys on the right. So 11 squads left. So they're entering top 10 mode here. So good for them. Mission accomplished. They're getting some good XP off this game already. 18 players left. So there's a couple solos in this game. Oh, they got a guy dropping in front of them. A duo in front of them. Do not engage. Good, good. Just because those guys have a quick out to that garage, what I would do now is go to the left and rotate up above them on the hill or the ridge. All right, so the blue player here on zone 5 is getting caught in the gas and likely will get stuck in the gas because this is pretty fast. He's trying to get rotated. I think we're going to lose the blue here unless he looks like he's really got giving her now. Looks like he's just going to save it. And he does. He must have had a gas one. Oh, there's a guy laying here in the bush. There's 2 guys in the bushes here. Staking out. The guy on the left doesn't know he's there. Oh, he's got to. Oh my gosh! You see those guys in the bushes? That was awesome. They're laying in the bushes, staking out that loadout. Brilliant. I'm excited to see this next squad. Oh, they got owned already themselves. Like another squad came over the ridge and popped them as well. Wow! As the lobby speeds up here near the final circle. 6 squads, 9 players left. That means we've got a couple solos out there. And another wipe there. So a solo just got wiped and the squad is down. Honestly, this is a great change of hands here. He's got 5 kills. What has his buddy got? 6 kills. So they're pretty average players here. Typically you see is 5 to 7. Interesting. I saw that guy. He didn't see that guy behind the wall. Actually, I thought it was his buddy. Maybe he thought that too. So his buddy was a little ways away from him. He was, oh wow, over 100 meters away. As squads in duos, I would say never be more than like 50 to 75 meters away from each other. He's getting glassed here by a sniper. Looks like he's got like a Bruin and a Car 98. Little older meta, but I've seen guys get some really good success with the Bruin. The Bruin is, if used properly, still a totally legit gun. Oh, he went into a 2v1 situation. He was right between those two guys. Really bad odds stacked against him there, as he just got pinched. But he was trying to make a move. So this is the... so there's 2 duos and 1 solo left in the game here, as we have 5 players and 3 squads. Oh, he's getting tapped. Oh, so his buddy went down. Should be saying, hold that revive. Oh, wait. Nope, he just said, you know what, I'm just gonna fully revive here and get up to a safer place on the ridge. Good call on his part. Still 3-5, 3 squads, 5 players. That was the solo, I think. It was. Now we got 2v2. Good little ending here, up on the ridge here by military base. We're gonna duke it out. And the other squad just wipes them up. Made it look easy. I wish we could have spectated the squad just to see what their kill rate was, just to see how sweaty they were. And that was a cool cat. Hey, great job, guys, for staying with me, hanging in there, and sharing comments and feedback in the chat. I always appreciate that. It encourages me to keep doing these things, and it lets me know that you like it and you're along for the ride. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a break from the stream. We'll be back on later this afternoon. Give us an hour or two. We'll probably be back on. And we'll probably hook up. And actually, I'm digging duos. We're going to be back on duos this afternoon, whether we're playing or spectating. So thanks for stopping by. See you on the next one.